Contain graphic adult content. Viewer discretion is advised. You are watching Hellfire TV.
Good morning, motherfuckers.
Morning. How we doing?
All right, how you doing?
Great. I am fully awake.
Hell yeah. Good morning, John. Good morning, Lynn. Good morning, Adam. Good morning to my mother. Well, we're doing something a little different today, folks. We are doing the worst horror movie sequels. Instead of picking which one we think is good, we have to pick which one we think is absolute shit.
Yes, I'm looking forward to this one.
Absolutely. But before we get into it, I'm going to run this quick word from our sponsor, Deadly Grounds Coffee.
Everyone thinks because you're a zombie, you don't know good coffee. Well, they're wrong. There's only one brew that gets my seal of approval. Deadly Grounds Coffee is my guilty pleasure. The aroma is so intoxicating. It brings all of my neighbors out of the woodwork. Deadly Grounds Coffee. Coffee to die for and zombie approved. It's good to get a little deadly. Use the front door! Oh, they're so disgusting.
And that is Deadly Grounds. There is a Hellfire coffee, and there's a Scoops and Mischief coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we don't need them pictures today. We got the actual thing in hand, and it is so damn good.
Well, I'm so awake, and it does a trick, and it tastes yummy, so best of both worlds.
Exactly. Morning, Isabella. Good morning, cuz. All right. Well, let's get into it. We're doing this show off a list on GamesRadar.com.
Ooh, let's see if they know. See if they know their stuff. Let's see if they know.
Let's see if they know their stuff. Salt. All right. First matchup, we have Creepshow 3
in the Netherlands
versus King Kong Lives.
Which one is worst?
Yep.
Okay, so first of all, have you seen either of these two?
I'm pretty sure I saw Creepshow 3.
So King Kong Lives is cheesy as fuck.
Right.
Creepshow 3, I despise just for the sheer fact that they use the Creepshow name.
That is fair.
Their bullshit. Did you enjoy it?
No, not particularly.
Terrible. So as far as what's worst,
yeah, we'll go Creepshow.
Yeah, Creepshow all the way.
All right. And then we have The Stepfather 3, Father's Day, or Boogeyman 2.
I admit I haven't seen either one.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go with Stepfather 3 because that plot line just sounds horrid. Crazy stepfather escapes from his mental asylum and has plastic surgery to change his face. Now he could be anybody. I mean, that just sounds bad.
I'm intrigued. Sounds terrible. I'll have to watch it just because now I'm intrigued. But yeah, we'll go with that one. That's fine with me.
All right, up next, Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2 or The Exorcist 2?
I actually love Silent Night, Deadly Night 2, even though the movie, have you seen this one?
Have I seen which one?
Silent Night, Deadly Night 2?
No. I wasn't a big fan of the first one, though.
So the whole gimmick is, like, literally half the movie is flashbacks from the first movie. Like, they really...
Oh, come on.
Yeah, so, like, it's not even... the whole movie might be 80 minutes, and probably 35, 40 minutes is, like, literally just flashbacks. So you only maybe...
Bullshit alert. Bullshit alert.
Yeah, it's
well then.
So, so it's terrible, but it's a guilty plea. But what was the other one? Exorcist 2?
Yeah.
I mean, as far as what's worse, we could do Silent Night, Deadly Night.
I'm good with that.
It's really only half a movie. Even though it does give you the immortal Garbage Day line, but it still really is half a movie.
Yeah. All right. And up next, good morning, evening, Dirty Birdie. All right. Up next, we have the Amityville Curse. Or, oh, come on. Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2. That is not a bad movie.
I know we're on the same page on this one.
So, Amityville Curse. Got it.
Yeah. Whatever choice that would have been, we're going with whatever is not Blair Witch 2 on that one.
Exactly. Blair Witch 2 is a decent film.
Blair Witch 2.
Yes, we do. Deal with it. All right. Up next, we have The Birds 2 or The Omen 4. They made that many Omen films?
There's an Omen 4?
Apparently.
I don't know about The Omen. I don't know anything about The Omens past one. The Birds
I knew they made 2 of them, but I know they made 4 of them.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, right. We talked about 2 yesterday. The Birds 2, I think
it's just a rehash of the first one.
It was like a Showtime movie. It was like a Showtime or made for HBO movie back in like the late 90s. That much I remember.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't remember anything else about it. I think they're both probably worthless.
It sounds about right. I'm going Omen 4 just because Damien's not even in it.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
It's like, hooray, evil Damien's dead, but oh, there's another child with scary eyes.
I think The Birds 2 actually had a cameo from one of the original stars, so at least I had that. So yeah, we'll go Omen.
Okay. All right, next page. Let's see. Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation, or Return of the Living Dead: Rave to the Grave.
What the hell is a Rave to the Grave?
I don't know. A college Halloween rave has an injection of cannibalism courtesy of a new drug.
Is that?
I mean, that sounds entertaining.
Was this an official Living Dead entry? It sounds like a fan-made film, though. I don't think there was anything else past part 3. Is there?
Honestly, I don't know nothing about it. Let me check it out.
Yeah.
Okay, it looks like it might have been. It was on the Sci-Fi Network.
That makes. Okay, so it's probably like a made-for-TV or a
right
exclusive then.
I definitely was not a big fan of Texas Chainsaw Next Gen. I don't know.
Next gen.
That's the one, the group of teenagers on prom night.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that. I didn't see the whatever the grave one is.
Me
We
neither,
can do-
but I think it sounds intriguing. I'd check it out. So should we
We
go
can do
next gen?
If we're gonna do Texas, we can do Texas.
Okay. All right. Excuse the hell out of me. Oh hell no.
Yeah.
No. What? Okay. So according to this list, Saw 3 is one of the worst sequels ever.
I mean,
Is it the best of the Saw movies? No. Is it a bad movie overall? Fuck no.
I will say, even though you know where I stand on this, I don't like 3, but I don't think it's the worst sequel. So I will say that it's not the worst sequel.
Oh, no. They said that this movie is bad because it is the franchise's tipping point, and by now the series just wants to invent grisly deaths, and from here on out it's mindless garbage.
Yeah, I disagree with that.
Absolutely. So, because of that, I guess we're going with the other option, which is Sorority House Massacre Part 2.
Is it Sorority or Sleepover that had the driller killer? Did you see that one? Does anybody remember the driller killer? Might have been.
Do not.
Okay, but we can still go with that one though. As far as what's worse. Yeah.
Next we have From Dusk Till Dawn 3, The Hangman's Daughter, or The Hills Have Eyes Part 2.
I like the Hills Have Eyes movies.
Same.
The Texas Chainsaw or From Dusk Till Dawn's? Nothing
lives up to the original.
No, actually, I think Part 2 is worse than Part 3. Part 3 isn't terrible, but compared to Hills Have Eyes, I would go From Dusk Till Dawn as far as what's worse.
I'm with you there.
But I would have picked Part 2 Texas Blood Money for the overall worst entry.
Okay. Let's see. Then we have Lake Placid 3 or Prom Night 4.
Okay, I didn't realize there was Lake Placid 3 or Prom Night 4. So
Me
I knew there was
neither.
Lake Placid 2.
Oh, jeez. Lake Placid 3 sounds like it's absolutely horrid. The terrifying Crocs are back, this time working as a diabolical team, chowing down the residents of a town called Lake Placid. That sounds horrid. What do you think? Should we go with that one, or should we go with Prom Night 4?
I remember seeing Prom Night 2 and thought it was one of the dumbest things ever. So I can't imagine 4 being any better, but we can.
That's also true.
I default to you on this one. They both probably equally suck.
They both probably do. Yeah, let's go Lake Placid, I guess.
I can't imagine either one of them being worthwhile.
All right, up next. Sometimes They Come Back for More, from 1998. Or Wishmaster 3, Beyond the Gates of Hell.
We saw Wishmaster 1. This is perfect. I didn't see 2 or 3. And what's the Sometimes They Come Back?
Sometimes They Come Back for More.
For More.
It's the third Sometimes They Come Back film.
That's. I'll add that one to my long list of movies I missed over the years.
Yeah, I have not seen either of these films.
We got to go by premise. What's a?
All right. So, let's see. Sometimes They Come Back for More is about an ancient evil that targets a psychologist in the Arctic Circle, and they say it sucks because it wants to be the thing, but it doesn't even have any gore.
No gore. That's a huge strike. Okay.
And let's see. Wishmaster 3 says Illinois Baxter University hosts the evil Jinn who promises to make wishes come true, and it rips your guts out, and it's horrible because even the original baddie has left at this point. Yeah. Okay, so it sounds like they got a different lead actor.
Ooh, that's.
I think I'll go with Sometimes They Come Back for More, because if you try to recreate if you try to rip off the thing and that don't even have gore, that's just.
Yeah, that's a pretty.
Yeah,
That's a pretty big sin in my book. We
agreed.
We'll do that. Yeah, not upset about that. You shouldn't rip off the thing anyway, but if you're going to do it, at least have the gore to back it up.
Yeah. All right. Ugh. Up next, you have Witchboard 3, The Possession, and Anaconda 3.
Anaconda 3. I saw Anaconda 1 and 2, which were, it was an entertaining couple of hours. I don't know. I've never. What was that first one?
First one, Witchboard 3, The Possession.
Never heard of Witchboard at all. You familiar with that one?
No, I'm not. Oh, maybe that's why. The reason according to them, the reason why it sucks is an overbearing blandness makes it instantly forgettable.
Oh. Never even heard of that franchise, so apparently we're not alone on that.
Yeah, what do you think? Anaconda 3 was pretty damn bad.
I mean
the CGI snakes look horrid.
We could do that. I'm sure. I mean,
Okay,
that's fine. I'll have to look up what the Witchboard thing is all about.
Yeah. Oh, come on. You're full of shit, whoever wrote this list. Seed of Chucky. Or The Fly 2.
Oh, that's an interesting comparison.
It is. They're so different.
Have you seen The Fly 2?
I actually have not.
So obviously it doesn't compare to Goldblum.
Right.
It has Eric Stoltz as his son. It does have Daphne Zuniga, Princess Vespa, which is obviously it's always a plus. It's not as great, but it does have some really gory, weird moments. And I know you love Seed of Chucky.
I do love Seed of Chucky. I mean, it's not the best Chucky film by any means. It's not even one of the best films of all time, but it's not bad.
It's not. It's hard for me to say. It's hard for me to not judge because it came out after Bride. I think if it would have came, I guess it's hard not to because continue the storyline. I just had a hard.
Right.
I just wanted. I know we talked about this yesterday. I love the whole the whole dark goth, the music, like everything that Bride had.
Right.
I just wanted more of that. I was spoiled, so I know it's an unfair comparison, but
I don't know what the hell to pick. Well, let's leave it up to the fans. What do you guys think? Which is worse, Seed of Chucky or The Fly 2?
it's a good matchup.
It is.
Well,
Live or die. Make your choice.
Alright. Hellflyer says Fly 2. Dirty says Fly 2. My mother says Fly 2.
okay.
Alright. We're going with the
Fly
Fly 2. Alright. And before we move on, I'm going to run a quick commercial. Check out this word from our sponsor over at Villain Arts Tattoos. Alright, that's Villain Arts. They do tattoo conventions all across the country in a lot of major cities. You gotta check them out. They're awesome.
Mhm.
Alright, moving on. We have Lost Boys, The Tribe, or Troll Part 2. I mean, the way I see it is Lost Boys, The Tribe was horrid.
Actually, you know what? Yes, and they get a double strike. And I hate movies that do this. That was part two, right? Tribe was part two.
Yes.
So they've actually brought back the other frog brother at the very, very end, or in a deleted scene for like 30 seconds. And I'm thinking, if you're actually going to go through all that trouble to bring an original actor back, why not have him part of the whole freaking
Right?
thing? Just have him in. Yes, I know they made a part 3 with him, but that wasn't guaranteed at the time. So it's almost like he was available, obviously, or maybe I'm sure he was. So it's like the biggest cock tease and a half. So yeah, whatever. I'll go.
Not to mention, it came out in 2008, which is when vampires were all the rage before zombies took over as being, the in thing. And so that's obviously the only reason they even made the damn thing.
I mean, you're right. And again, Haim, I don't know what his. I mean, and there's not to get into those issues, but I mean, I think he was even in a deleted scene at the end. So yeah, they actually. It's like, why not just make a movie with all of them? We're gonna actually bring them back for
exactly.
So
I mean, Troll, and then talk about Troll 2. Yes, it is one of the worst films ever made, but because it's so bad, I love it.
Yeah, like we brought this up yesterday. It's like it earns its best or worst good or good worst, whatever that title is that they have.
Right, so I cannot say that it is, worse than Lost Boys, The Tribe, because The Tribe is just such a disappointment.
Yeah.
I didn't expect anything that great out of Troll 2.
Yeah, it knew what it knew what it wanted to be.
Exactly, so we're going to The Tribe.
Go with The Tribe.
Alright. Alright, up next, we have A Return to Salem's Lot, which, honestly, I didn't even know they made. But anytime someone tries to make an unwritten sequel to a Stephen King story, it's always bad. And we have that versus The Wicker Tree, which is like sort of a sequel to The Wicker Man.
I didn't realize they made a sequel either one of those.
I didn't either.
So
I don't know. I mean, the way I see it, it's instantly a sin if you try to make a sequel to Stephen King without his, help.
Okay, then then we'll.
I mean, that's fair, right?
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough for me.
All right. Up next, we have Fright Night Part 2, or
Wait. Is that Fright Night from the 80s or like the remake?
It's from the 80s. This came out in 1988.
That was not a bad. Well, and then against.
against Jack Frost 2, Revenge of the Mutant Killer Snowman.
Nah, I love both of those for different reasons, but I don't think Fright Night 2 is a bad film by any means. Definitely not a bad sequel. It doesn't compare to the first, but I don't think it's bad. But Jack, so as far as the
Frost
worst,
2.
I mean, have you seen those two? Have you seen Fright Night 2?
I actually have not seen it.
It's not bad. It didn't bring back Evil Ed. It didn't bring back obviously Dandridge. It has
Right.
sister, but it's not
Exactly, and like I freaking love Dandridge, which is, part of why I haven't seen part 2, because I'm like, what's the point without him?
It's not terrible. Right, it's not terrible. It has some weird scenes that like, what were they thinking? But I mean, the Jack Frost 2. I mean, this is Michael Keaton. No, there was a Michael Keaton family film, Jack Frost, and a horror film, Jack Frost. That's unrelated.
So which one should we go with, Mike?
You know what? Let's make it. We can go Fright Night. No damage.
Okay.
Let's make it interesting.
All right. Moving on, we have Return to Sleepaway Camp or Blade Trinity.
As far as what's worse, Blade Trinity. You have
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. Return to Sleepaway Camp. I was not that great.
No, it wasn't.
I would say Return to Sleepaway Camp.
I'm good with that.
Yeah. Ryan Reynolds and he had Triple H.
Yep. All right. Next up, Candyman: Day of the Dead or Leprechaun 4 in Space.
Let's get your initial thoughts.
I mean, Candyman: Day of the Dead is just kind of a rehash, but Leprechaun in Space is just friggin' ridiculous, and not necessarily in a great way.
I could see them both either way. Are you nudging towards one or the other?
I'm one of those people where if there's a series and you take it into space, I instantly hate it.
Yes, we know your dislike of
Jason X.
Jason X. That's fine. We could do if Leprechaun gets the edge. That's
sure. Why not? All right. What? Are you fucking kidding me? No. No.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm bracing.
So these people think Hellraiser 3: Hell on Earth is one of the worst sequels of all time.
Yeah, and folks, there's a tipping point for any list when they instantly lose credibility. That's probably it right there.
That's fucking garbage.
Really, worse than Bloodline, which wasn't even that bad either, or the other bullshit direct-to-DVD sequel.
Right? I mean, honestly, Part 3 is maybe my absolute favorite.
I like Part 3.
I mean, it's got some of the most interesting Cenobites, like the CD one and the camera guy.
I love those.
And, it is cheesy and campy as hell, but it's so good.
Actually, you know what? That's gonna be my lunchtime movie for the day, just on pure.
Hell yeah!
And you can't forget the iconic, at least for me, you have the club scene, which.
That club scene is great.
I love that. I love the club scene with I forgot what the song is called, but whatever his whatever is blaring over the club when you first get introduced to it is freaking amazing. So,
Right.
yeah, it's great.
We have to put that one against Pumpkinhead Ashes to Ashes.
They could have at least made it somewhat challenging for us on that one.
Yeah, seriously. Which they did not. Pumpkinhead all the way. As being
Now,
worse.
if they would have put that against, like the Blair Witch 2, that
That might have been a little more difficult for us, yeah.
But, yeah.
Okay. Up next, we have Halloween Resurrection versus Pet Cemetery Part 2. Oof.
I think you know my stance on Halloween Resurrection.
Yeah.
That pretty much that killed the franchise until Zombie. Well, until Zombie remade it, I guess. But yeah,
it's bad. But I'm like Pet Cemetery 2. I didn't see it, but it stars Edward Furlong, which instantly is like, eh.
Back when he was, still acting.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go Resurrection.
That's fine. I think I've said it repeatedly. I'm not a fan of Resurrection.
Yeah. All right. Next, we have American Psycho Part 2 or Critters Part 2.
Well, so
Critters 2 wasn't that horrid.
Which one? Critters 2 wasn't that horrid?
I didn't think so. I mean, it wasn't, nearly as good as the first one, but it wasn't
what you
horrible.
just said earlier about trying to have trying to write up a sequel to Stephen King, I would almost say that same principle applies. Try to follow up Christian Bale and those folks for another American Psycho outing that it's just not going to compare.
Yeah. I mean, the whole concept of American Psycho 2, a college student gets a taste for blood that might help her bag her dream job as a classroom assistant.
So
What?
I would say that's guilty of just using the name to
Agreed.
justify its existence. Yeah, let's go American Psycho 2.
Yep. Okay, up next. We're nearing the end of the list here. We have The Ring Part 2, which I didn't even know they made. And Part 2 is The Rage, Carrie 2.
The Ring, is this The Ring Part 2 American version or Japanese version?
American.
American. The Rage Carrie 2. I saw that, did not see The Ring Part 2.
Me neither. So, should we go Carrie?
Yeah, let's go Carrie.
Okay. Alright, up next we have Poltergeist 2 or Jaws, The Revenge, which is the fourth Jaws film.
The fourth. The fourth was pretty terrible.
Yeah, I mean, Poltergeist 2 wasn't the best, but it's better than Jaws: The Revenge. So I'm going Jaws.
100%. 100%.
All right, and up next we have The Howling 2. Your Sister is a Werewolf.
That's the name.
Again, really? Child's Play 3.
Oh.
Which, I mean, yeah, that wasn't the best film. The one where Chucky goes to military school. But
I don't see how The Howling 2 could be better than Child's Play 3.
no?
I mean, I like
No.
3. I don't think
Yeah, we'll go Howling.
yeah. I don't see how the Child's Play could be worse than that one.
Agreed. All right. Oh, okay. Up next, we have Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare versus Friday the 13th, Part 5: A New Beginning.
That is interesting.
That is interesting.
That is.
I mean, I don't know. A New Beginning wasn't. I don't know. It was okay. It was okay, but I kind of agree with the people who wrote the list who are upset that Jason Voorhees wasn't even in it. Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare. I mean, it had some great, it had some bad, nasty ass deaths and some really bad puns that were entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I want to go Friday the 13th.
Definitely is. Yeah, no, I could see an argument for both of them. Friday the 13th definitely is an oddity in the entire franchise. I mean, yeah, no Jason, Friday the 13th.
Yeah, I'm good with that. All right, and up next we have Alien versus Predator Requiem. And that is against I Still Know What You Did Last Summer.
They're both pretty useless. Are you a fan of the I Know What You Did Last Summer movies?
I mean, I like the concept, but I mean, it's
The second, I didn't mind the first one. Because you actually had at least some mystery what was going on. The second one wasn't just what it definitely doesn't compare to the first.
Yeah, but like, how can you be afraid of the damn, Gorton's fish stick, man?
That's true too. They're Alien vs Predator Requiem. I saw that once, and probably a reason why I haven't seen it since.
Yeah, I'm good with AVP if you're good with that.
That's fine. I'm either one. Yeah, I'm good with either one.
All right. Well, that is the end of round 1. I'm gonna run a quick thing here. If you like what you're seeing here, folks, we have merch.
Let's go. Chill. Can I be critical? Can I be cynical? Can I just get me a pistol to ridicule? Can I just let off a clip if I hit a few? This is my plan. I'll show you what the wicked do. This is my plan. I'll show you what the wicked do. This is my plan. I'll show you what the wicked do. This is my plan. I'll show you what the wicked do. This is my plan. I'll show you what the wicked do. Can I be critical? Can I be cynical? Can I just get me a pistol to ridicule? Can I just let off a clip if I hit a few? This is my plan. I'll show you what the wicked do.
Since you were asking, Holly, the options were Alien vs. Predator Requiem, and I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. And we went with Alien vs. Predator. All right. That was round 1. Now we have to go back through here and narrow it down. So we have Creepshow 3 or The Stepfather 3.
I mean, just compared to the other 2 entries, I just think Creepshow 3 is horrid.
All right, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
All right, up next is Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 or The Amityville Curse.
Or is it worse?
Yeah.
I was never really a big fan of the Amityville films overall, so maybe I'm biased. But
Mhm.
but then again, Silent Night, Deadly Night, like I said, it really only is half a movie.
Yeah, so let's go with Silent Night, Deadly Night. All right. Up next is The Omen 4 versus Texas Chainsaw Next Generation.
Hmm.
I think Omen 4.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I was leaning to that.
All right. Sorority House Massacre Part 2 or From Dusk Till Dawn Part 3?
As far as what's worse, I don't. As far as what's worse, I would almost say Sorority House. From Dusk Till Dawn 3, it's bad, but
Yeah.
I'm comparing it to 2. 2, I think 2 is the overall worst entry for all three of them. So
Yeah, I
based
agree.
on that, I would say Sorority House.
Yeah, I'm good with that. All right. Lake Placid Part 3 or Sometimes They Come Back for More?
That's I
I'm kind of tempted to go Lake Placid 3 just because the damn crocodile looks so bad.
okay. Yeah, so they sound like they
Shitty
both.
CGI crocs. No thanks. Speaking of shitty CGI, up next is Anaconda Part 3 or The Fly Part 2.
Shitty CGI. Anaconda.
Shitty.
The Fly actually has The Fly 2 actually has some pretty cool effects.
Yeah.
You see a dude's face get melted off.
All right. Let's go Anaconda. At least The Fly 2 sounds entertaining.
It's got its moments. It's got its
Okay.
moments.
Then we have Lost Boys of the Tribe or A Return to Salem's Lot.
Again, like you said, following up Stephen King.
Mm-hmm.
But that's so is that a bigger sin than trying to follow up Lost Boys? Maybe.
I don't know. That Lost Boys was pretty bad.
Yeah. We could still do Salem's Lot.
Yeah, let's go Salem's Lot. All right. Then we have Fright Night 2 or Return to Sleepaway Camp.
Okay, as far as what's worse, Return to Sleepaway Camp.
Yeah.
Fright
Okay.
Night, yeah, compared to Fright Night 2.
Okay. And up next we have Leprechaun 4 in Space or Pumpkinhead Ashes to Ashes.
What's your thoughts on those?
I haven't seen that Pumpkinhead movie, but but Leprechaun 4, I mean, it does have. I hate space movies, but at the same time, at least it's so bad that it's funny. So Pumpkinhead.
Sure. I rarely hear anything about that one, so it can't be that.
Yeah.
Good.
All right, Halloween Resurrection or American Psycho 2?
Oh. Well, that one is an interesting matchup.
No, Holly Kiefer was not in the Lost Boys Tribe.
No.
This one's tough. Resurrection or American Psycho 2? No, definitely neither one of them are a great movie.
No, not at all. They that one I'm gonna blank for this one.
All right. Should we ask the fans what they think?
Has anybody seen American Psycho 2? to begin with.
Yeah, I have not seen it. It sounds atrocious, but I haven't seen it, so I feel like I can't really judge, but I know that Halloween Resurrection is a shitty film.
Yeah. Probably
So we need your help, folks.
If,
Yeah, my mom says to go with American Psycho.
by default we could do that. American Psycho
Oh,
2.
yeah, Hellflyer says that too. All right. Sounds good. All right, up next we have Carrie 2 or Jaws the Revenge. Jaws.
Jaws. Yeah.
I don't like any of the Jaws movies. That one's awful. All right. And now we have a three-parter here. We have The Howling 2, Friday the 13th, New Beginning, and AVP Requiem.
Well, I mean, if we could stick with the logic of A New Beginning doesn't have Jason,
Yeah?
if we want to do that, AVP Requiem sucked,
Yeah.
but it still had aliens and Predator.
That is true.
We
Yeah, you want to go New Beginning?
could go New Beginning.
All right.
Go New Beginning.
That was round 2. All right. Now we have Creepshow 3 versus Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2.
Mm.
Want to go Creepshow?
These are getting tough. Yeah, Creepshow.
Yeah, we'll go Creepshow.
I still, even though it's bad, I still enjoy. I do find Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 entertaining, even though it really only is half a movie. So
Yeah.
Creepshow, definitely not worse than Creepshow 3.
All right. The Omen 4 or Sorority House Massacre Part 2.
I'm tempted to say Omen.
Yeah, same. I mean, it doesn't even have Damien. What the hell's the point?
Yeah, let's do Omen.
Yeah.
Then.
All right. Lake Placid 3 or Anaconda 3.
How did this one work? How did this one work out to go up against each other? They're probably both suck for the same reasons too, right?
Shitty acting, horrid, absolutely horrid CGI.
Exactly. Yeah, that's all. That's hilarious. We can.
I'm kind of leaning towards Anaconda.
That's fine. So that's. I don't know how Either way.
Yeah.
Not a pen that better.
All right. Then we have a Return to Salem's Lot or Return to Sleepaway Camp.
Another. Return to Sleepaway Camp was pretty bad, but I don't know. Did Salem's Lot even try? Did you see that one? Did you say?
Wait, what? Did I see what?
Did you see Salem's Lot? Return to Salem's Lot?
I did not see Return to Salem's Lot.
Yeah.
Kind of tempted to go with it though, just because, like we've said, Stephen King sequels suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pumpkinhead Ashes to Ashes or American Psycho 2?
I still lean towards Psycho 2. It just
Same.
Follow up for the original, and the premise sounds just
awful.
Yeah.
All right, then we have Jaws the Revenge or Friday the 13th New Beginning. I'm going Jaws.
Jaws.
All
You're right.
right.
One's an embarrassment.
Yeah. All right, next round. Creepshow 3 or The Omen 4?
I could still do with I could get over my distaste of Creepshow. I could do Omen 4.
I'm good with that. Yeah.
No Dame. Yeah, I don't see how that can be that good.
Yeah. All right, then we have Anaconda 3 or A Return to Salem's Lot. I'm kind of leaning towards Salem's Lot.
Okay. Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Anaconda 3 is atrocious, but I think it's a worse sin to do Stephen King like that.
Yeah.
All right, and then we have American Psycho 2 or Jaws: The Revenge.
Jaws.
Jaws.
You think?
All right,
Yeah,
that leaves us with 3 movies left.
Ooh, what do we have?
Before we get into that, you want to talk about Slaughterfest?
Let's talk about Slaughterfest.
Let's talk about Slaughterfest. Next year, August 13th, Omaha, Nebraska, we are doing a one-day music festival and horror con. And we have already announced a bunch of big names in the horror industry, as well as some fairly well-known bands, but we have a ton more announcements to make.
Mm-hmm.
But here's what we got so far. Alright, if you are watching us on your computer or anything like that, get out your phone, get out your QR code scanner, and that'll take you right to the ticket link. VIP is almost sold out. It comes with a lot of great perks, including getting into the event a whole hour early, so you definitely want to hop on that while it's still available. Alright. So, the 3 movies we have left are The Omen 4, A Return to Salem's Lot, and Jaws: The Revenge.
And I thought I was not going to have to do any thinking this morning. Silly me, right?
Well, alright, so I just did a little bit of research while the commercial was playing and got some more information about A Return to Salem's Lot. And apparently in that one, the vampires feed on cows because there's too many human bloodborne diseases in the late 20th century.
Did I hear you correctly?
I think you did.
Yeah.
I really wanted to go Jaws: Revenge, but now I'm kind of leaning towards Salem's Lot. That is so bad.
I'm assuming, at least in Jaws: Revenge, they don't go after, zebras because humans aren't, humans have too many, whatever. So
Yeah.
I mean, that being said, yeah, that's Salem's Lot.
Salem's Lot. All right, folks. According to us at Caffeine Injection, A Return to Salem's Lot is the worst horror movie sequel of all time. Closely followed by Jaws 4. Closely followed by Jaws the Revenge. And The Omen 4. But A Return to Salem's Lot takes the cake. Did they take the cake, or did they not get cake?
Not get cake. It's a pretty high bar, but actually I need to flip that. It's a pretty low bar now. I mean, it's pretty much bolted to the ground. That's pretty. If you can beat out Jaws 4, that's pretty bad.
Exactly. All right. Well, I think that'll do it for today. Make sure you check out www.hellfireradio.com for some awesome written reviews done by us two crazy people. And stay tuned. There's a lot more great stuff on Hellfire. Tonight, tune into the breakdown with myself, Reaper, and Hellflyer, and we'll be talking about our favorite bassists. So definitely check that out. And other than that, have a good day, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in, folks. See you guys later.
When I'm screaming, fuck you. Middle finger in the air, but no one wanted to hear what you screaming. Fuck you too. I'm running this stratosphere in a brand new atmosphere. I wanna go and shoot to the campus clear, cause I never thought I would've made it out of here alive. From the land where the people put the evil and night ride. You'll never see an equal to my kind, so blind to anything to line the life to mind is right now. Looking for another mind to fight out. Bringing everything that you can bring down on the ground like 150 pounds of C4. Looking for keyboard thugs, well I'ma need more slugs, cause I wanna see more blood. You ain't never seen gold like us. They don't wanna make them any more like us. Put them on tour with the paint on them, but anybody can know your little lane song. Fuck right, I'ma stay wrong. Black out with a ray gun, looking for anybody to make up. Motherfuckers really need to wake up. There's nothing really you can say. It's never gonna change my mind. I'm on some fuck that shit today. Fuck it, I don't care. Middle fingers in the air. Only careless up in here. Only careless up in here. Fuck it, I don't care. Middle fingers in the air. Only careless up in here. Only careless up in here.
Fuck that! I said fuck this shit. I was born a son of a bitch and always talk a whole gang of shit. Even know that I wouldn't work fit. Now till I became a pastor. Whole world revel in the wake of my damn disaster. Had to talk to a pastor. So we sit down, hand him a shit and try to figure out what the fuck's really the matter. Ain't none of my city, only nigga and wicked is the last. Addicted from your own personal premises. I never know peace is the nemesis. Therefore cover up all my scars and all my blemishes.